All right, so The Devil is a Democrat. Well, yeah, I can say, but also it's a rap song by Tom McDonald and is currently hovering at the top of the iTunes chart, and it's Gavin Newsom's worst nightmare.
The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camo, it's a culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle.
So the devil is a Democrat. You see, Gavin Newsom likens himself to some sort of anti-Trumper, but he's a liar, a grifter, and a hater of the Constitution, a perfect representative of the current Democrat Party. And here's what he just doesn't seem to get. He will never, ever be president of these United States of America. If lack of self-awareness was a person.
It's another museum not so far away from us. Talks about those 53 days. Some of you know what I'm referring to. Wake up, America. This is a serious moment.
Okay, that's Gavin Newsom, lover of all things communist China, who locked down the state of California while he himself dined out in the state of California. And he's comparing our president to Hitler? Wonder where that came from. You see, thing is that Gavin's state of California is already rigged. But he thinks he's going to help the Democrat Party cheat even more in order to help his party try to counter the GOP's move for a new congressional map in Texas. California Democrats are planning their own redistricting effort, and Newsom laid out a plan to redraw the state's constitutional maps to put Democrats in a position to flip 5 seats to Democrats in the midterm elections. It's not biased enough already, you see. You see, Democrats have quite a bit of experience at cheating, so it comes to them naturally. And the minute the Republican Party fights back, the cheating party finds new ways to cheat even more. You're going to do that? Well, we're going to cheat even more. Gavin Newsom's ignoring the desperate needs of his failing state to do it. He's got a nasty case of Trump derangement syndrome and just can't help himself.
You will have a president who will be running for a 3rd term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around.
No, Gavin, they're not screwing around, but you are. Gavin has rigged California elections in every way possible. Requiring IDs to vote is illegal in California. Universal mail-in ballots are the easiest ways to commit fraud, so why not do it in California? Ballot harvesting is legal in California. They made it illegal to actually hand count ballots, just to name a few. Easier ways to cheat. They're trying to figure out, break the rules, change the rules so you can cheat more. And now this cheater stands in front of the cameras with all of the lowest of the worst California Democrats standing behind him, and he has the guts and the gall to say that democracy depends on him rigging California elections even further.
I mean, what is the end game? Do you feel like you can win this?
We got to win. I mean, democracy's counting on us. I mean, the founding fathers not live and die to see this moment. And so there's just too much at stake.
So how are they going to cheat now, you may ask? Well, per Politico, the California gerrymander map was leaked. So it's +5 Democrat seats, -5 Republican seats. And should Gavin Newsom's call for a special election be approved, California would have just 4 Republican representatives out of 52. That's less than 10, that's 8% of the state being represented by GOP representatives. Some 40% of the state doesn't align with the Democrat Party. But the joke's on Gavin, as usual. Not only is he lacking in the support, 64% of the state's voters want to keep the map as is, but you see, Democrats don't care about what the voters actually think, the constituents think. They just care about the power and control. They certainly don't care how unfair or undemocratic that would be. They're not moral or virtuous. They just care about winning and keeping control and power. So about 100 people showed up to watch Newsom defend his new cheating strategy.
He knows de facto his presidency ends in 17 months when Speaker Jeffries is back in office. He knows it.
Okay, Gavin Newsom, instead of doing podcasts and running your mouth about cheating the American people, why won't you answer the question as to why $100 million in relief funds are still unaccounted for the people who didn't have water? Don't you have homes to rebuild, a raging homeless population and growing? Didn't you promise to fix the homeless population years ago? California is officially actually the worst run state in America. The highest unemployment rate, the highest poverty rate, the highest cost of living, and the worst business climate in America. And it gets even worse. Gavin's got blood on his hands. Turns out, this is really important, really important. Turns out that California granted an illegal a CDL, which is basically a commercial driver's license, to Harjinder Singh, the illegal who claimed the lives of a family of 3 in Fort Pierce, Florida, after attempting an illegal U-turn in his semi-truck that crushed their minivan. An illegal. Gavin Newsom gave him a CDL. He's destroyed his state. He continues to put the needs of the illegals and his own party and their thirst for power above the needs of his own citizens. And with that record of total failure, Gavin Newsom seems to think and wants a promotion to president. What a joke. 10 years ago, I called the fact that Donald Trump was not only great for the country, but that he was going to become president before anyone else did. Now I'm calling the fact that Gavin Newsom will never, ever be president of this country. Mark my words here and now. Never going to happen.